So yeah, as you could probably see right now, we're not in Mcraft or on some video game or something. We are sitting over a graphing calculator, specifically Texas Instruments TI-83 Plus, the usual. And why I'm here is because instead of doing Minecraft, as I said, we will be programming on the calculator. Now, you might think that's kind of strange and all, but if you look right there, you see PRGM. That's the button that you want to click once you press on. Now, I'm not entirely sure, but I know that TI-83, TI-84, and maybe a few other ones from up there have programming, and that they should be able to do this sort of stuff. The only difference is that the newer ones, as in bigger numbers like 84 and stuff, they should have more thingies that you can use when you make the programs to help you build stuff. So if you run it in an older, like let's say TI-83, but you run a TI-84 using some of the new stuff, it just won't work. So I'm just warning you now. If you ever try to transfer programs, which we might be talking about later, I don't know. We'll see how this mini series or whatever you want to call it goes. So now I'm just scrolling down here, and see, let's press on. So on here, the grid comes up and it's flashing. Now what you want to do next is you go over here and you hit program. Now if you see, there's EXEC. That means that there's all the dilly-dad-doohickeys that you've already done. Edit, that you can change or modify the dilly-dad-doohickeys that you have already made or started. And then new is create new. Now today I'm going to show you just how to create a new one and maybe some important things about creating new programs. Okay, so let's do it right now. So if you see, it's the thingy flashing next to name equals is blinking and it has an A. That means that the alpha has been enabled. What that means is that every letter that is that sort of alpha green color is what will happen once you press the button. So let's say I go down here and I press apps, which is the B is above that, and then a B shows up. So now let's type in random thingies, the usual, and then we go up, and it's Blokvitj. And so yeah, pretty snazzy. You just hit enter, and then there you go. You could start the program. Now, before you start the program, you need to think about a few things first, like how you want to make the game. If you want to make the game to where you could see what is happening, like it has basic graphics and there are moving parts and different things are happening and you're controlling an actual entity that goes around, then you will put it on a certain medium, right? And what I mean by that is there's either the home screen, which displays words like these. These are words, and so the home screen displays words. And then there's the graph, which you can use to display certain drawings and other thingies. So you need to know what you want to do and how you want to do it before you start, stuff like that. So I've made games before where it just has words, Like, that's all it does. It displays words, and then you pick something, and it displays words, and you pick something, it displays words. And you can do that. And then what you would need to do is, let's say you want to do that, and then you can go into, if you hit, all these different buttons have different thingies that they do. Like, let's say you hit program. While you're in the program thingy, you can have if statements, then statements, else statements, for statements, while statements, repeat statements, and you can see the list goes on for a while. You can go input, prompt, display, output, get key, and we will be talking about this all later. But for now, we're just starting a new program. You can even put sub-programs in, which is just, like, see how we have mines and mining. Mining is the sub-program that does the mining in the mines. So that's one of my projects that I'm working on right now. And yeah, buddy, pretty delicious, if you ask me. So yeah, that's about it. And just to go back, you hit second quit, and then that just goes back to the screen. What else? Yeah, maybe I should just show you some of the thingies. Oh yeah, and if you hit program, then you want to go back into it, and you see there's block. You hit that, you hit it again, and there you go. Because we have nothing in block, when we execute it, which is exec, it does nothing. But if we want to go edit, click it, we go into it. So I just want to show you, if you hit vars, there's all these sorts of thingies that you can go to. If you just hit clear, it goes back to your screen. Yeah, so let's just create a little thingy. Let's just do display, and then after we hit display, we have to put something in that we want to display. So let's say we go second alpha, that puts it in alpha lock, meaning it stays as alpha, which in turn means that you can type stuff. So what you have to do for display is you have to put words into parentheses, and then to make another line, you have to comma parentheses. Yeah, so I don't know, it may sound confusing right now, but I'll show you. Parentheses or quotes, those, oh no, I done goofed. Those are quotes, not parentheses. Parentheses are right there. Oops, sorry. But anywho, yes, you see, so it popped up. Now let's type, I don't know, a space bunny likes, oh, there we go, twinkly dinkly, twinkly, where is it, dinkly. Here, I'll just put that up there. You already know what's happening down there. Twinkly. Yeah. Tinkly dinkly. Where's the K? And there we go. But now, and then you'll always have to end it in that. But now look, if we go out of it, second, quit, and then you go program, execute, block off it. You go into it. You hit again. A bunny likes tea, ... What you have to do is, let's clear that. Go to program, edit. What you have to do is you have to, every single line has to have its own I just said parentheses again. Quotation, cut, split, right? I'll show you what that means in a second. Very useful tool to help you with that is if you go second del, right? Right now that doesn't do anything. You see the little line, and then you could input anything you want. Let's just put 9999, or you can always hit enter. That makes a new line in between code. Now let's go over to it. Exit that, and you see 9. Then if we want to, we can hit over it, going second alpha, quote, alpha again, comma, alpha, quote, and then we can just delete those two. And then you see how that's set up, right? We have one area of typing, and then we have quote end, comma, quote beginning, and then tinkly dinkly, and then quote end. You need to have that quote end there. So now let's go out of it, program, execute, block off it, you go in it, a bunny likes tinkly dinkly. And then there you go, it says done. So yeah, that's the beginning. I hope this isn't too long of an episode, but I just wanted to start you guys off, maybe with the first little bit of knowledge. If you guys want to start seeing more of this, or if you want to start it on your own, and you don't already have a TI-80 calculator, I don't think they're overly terrible. They shouldn't be more than $1,000. And yeah, buddy, check it, bro. See ya.